Okay, for this build we are going to be rocking, and this is supposed to be in red, not white. I hope they didn't screw up. A Phantom Enthusiast full tower case by NZXT is what this is. Yeah, it looks red in there. So yeah, it's red. This is going to be the case we're going to be using for the wife. Let's get it out of the box. And in this computer we're going to be putting in a Z78G45 gaming MSI motherboard is what we're going to be using. And then the processor we're going to run on this one is the i7 6700K is what we're going to run. And we're going to have GB of RAM in this one. And we are going to run one drive, which is 960 GB SSD drive. And then we're also going to install this here, which is a card reader. So this is a little cheaper build compared to mine, but my wife doesn't really use her computer for all that much. She'll do a little bit of video editing of her dogs, or surf for Facebook, take photos. I mean, she's really a light, I would call, a computer user. So we really don't have to go heavy duty core on this. And the video card I'm going to put in is one of my older video cards. And see how that works for her. Now if she complains about it, well then we'll look at maybe putting a 1080 in it later. But for now, this will get her where she needs to be. She's already using the new 26-inch monitor. I've already got that hooked up upstairs. And again, we only picked up like a $200 monitor for her to use because, like I said, she doesn't do a whole lot. She surfs the internet, she does research, but she's not as intense into it as what I am, or even my son. So when you're actually building a computer, you really want to build a computer for what you need, is what you want to do. Alright, I'll be back later. Now I'm going to show you this real quick. There's lots of videos that show you how to install a processor, but when you're installing RAM, which is over here, if you don't have 4, it goes in a certain way, or if you only have 1. And the book on the motherboard will tell you which way it goes in. Okay, so over here we've got 2 sticks is what we're using, and it kind of tells you, I don't know if that's going to focus or not, that DIMM 2 and DIMM 4 is what we use for 2 chips. Okay, this ain't rocket scientist, and if you look on the motherboard right there, it'll literally tell you which ones are which. So our first one is DIMM 1, second one's DIMM 2, the one in the middle is DIMM 3, and then it's DIMM 4. The instruction manual says DIMM 2 and DIMM 4 are the best setup for your RAM. So that's what we've done. Processor just goes in. Lots of videos on YouTube and that. Some people might find the RAM a little confusing, but I mean, literally sit down and read your book, even if you don't understand everything, and give it a look over before you start building, if you haven't done it before, that's all. Intel Core i7 6700K SR2L0 4 gigahertz. That's what that processor is. So, okay.